Hey everyone, John here, and welcome back to the Toy Box. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a great day so far, and I hope all the dads out there are having a great Father's Day. Today, we're going to look at an evolution line of Pokemon Center sitting cuties. We have Ralts, Kirlia, and Gardevoir. I know Gallade is not here, but remember that Gallade didn't come out until the 4th generation. So, we have a lot to look at with these three, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's start things off with the base form, Ralts. Ralts was one of the very first Pokemon that I found when playing Pokemon Sapphire. Up until that point, I had my Treecko. I caught a Poochyena and a Zigzagoon earlier. They were okay. Zigzagoon was in and out of my rotation a bit. Then I found Lotad, which became a staple in my team. And I also found Ralts here, which stood out. Now, there were a couple of reasons. First, it only knew Growl. And what I'm thinking in my head is, if that's its only move, and I have to babysit it, then the evolution is going to be awesome. I mean, look at Gyarados and Alakazam if you want some proof of that. Now, second was its ability Trace. We just got abilities for the first time in Sapphire, so this one seemed kind of cool to be able to copy your enemy's abilities. So, I needed to have Ralts on my team. Let's take a look at the plush. So the first thing that pops out is Ralts' hairdo. So we have a hairdo that goes all the way around. It looks like a separate piece, and it's green. And it looks like it's a couple layers of fabric that are sewn onto the sides of Ralts' head. Now we have lines right here. And then we have the horns coming out over the top. Now this front horn for me keeps, it looks like it's a thick felt. This front horn is pretty straight, but my back horn here kind of goes to the side a little bit. Oh well. Now, the next thing to look at is Ralts' face. So, as you know, that Ralts' face is hidden behind the hair. See, you have the eyes right here. And you can see the eyes are embroidered. And they're pink. So, I think Ralts looks kind of funny with when you pull the hair up like this. It's like, oh, like she's in a wind tunnel or something. Anyways, you have a smile right here that's sewn in. You can barely see it right there. And next we can look at the body. So the body is pretty small and pretty thin. And that just goes along with the design of the plush. The arms right here are just, I think it's just the fabric sewn together. I don't think there's even any stuffing in here. Or if there is, it's a very minimal amount. The body is a little different. The body is kind of tough because the body has to support this head. So the body has to be packed pretty tightly with stuffing. You can see from the other side here. Now the legs, this is where the bulk of the plush is. And for Ralts' legs, they're really bulky. And this is where they put all of the pellets. In fact, both legs here are just completely stuffed with pellets. And that's for the sitting cuties part. Now we can look at the tags. This is the toe tag for Ralts. And we also have these right here. Now, for the sitting cuties part, Ralts sits pretty easily, and that's because of how many pellets and how heavy the plush is on the bottom. So there is really no problem balancing Ralts. See? Sits perfectly. So anyways, that's Ralts. Now, let's go ahead and use 20 rare candies on it and take a look at Kirlia. Next up, we have Kirlia. Kirlia is the middle form of the Ralts evolution line, and I remember Kirlia best for getting me through the 4th gym. I had a really hard time with Flannery, and that was because of this guy and Overheat, which would one-shot my Pokemon way too many times for it to be fun. I mean, look at the smile. Look at how proud he is of that. What a jerk, right? So, I had to try this battle again a few times, but what ended up getting me through was Kirlia and Calm Mind. With Kirlia as my last Pokemon, I was able to take Overheat and finally bring Torkoal down. Let's take a look at the plush. So, starting off with the head, the first thing I want to bring up are the eyes. The eyes are embroidered, and they look pretty friendly. They're pink. We have the hair, which is green right here. We have the lines here for the patterns that you get with the design of that Pokemon. We have two little pigtails right here on each side. And then we have the horns on the top of the head. So the horns can either go this way, or you can fold them out and have them go this way. I guess either way is up to you. And then you have just the hair in the back. Now, Kirlia is a little more bulkier than Ralts, and that's just because of the Pokemon grew. The arms are sewn together here at the fingertips, so Kirlia will always have her hands together. The arms are pretty skinny. I don't think there's any stuffing really here. There is a little bit here in the forearms, and then there's definitely stuffing right here in the middle of the body. The beans are down in the bottom on the back side here too for sitting, and the white dress comes out and has these little tabs, and you can see them all the way around. Now, Kirlia's legs also, I don't think there's very much stuffing in the legs. The legs are pretty thin. You can see them here. Here's the other leg. And they're green, just like the design of the Pokemon. And here we have the tag. Sitting Cuties, Kirlia. And then we have the other tag right here. And now we can get to sitting. Now, sitting is kind of tricky with Kirlia. I think it's a mixed bag, because when I read the reviews off of the Pokemon Center website, everyone claims that Kirlia is super easy to sit up, which I haven't found that to be the case. If you try to sit Kirlia up like this, what I found is that she will just fall. So what I've had to do is, if you turn her around, I've had to use her dress actually kind of like a doorstop to kind of prevent her from falling. And there you go. You can actually get Kirlia to sit that way. So let me go ahead and do that to the front here. There we go. Sometimes it's hit or miss. But right here, it looks like I got it. Here, let me adjust the horn. Well, anyways, so now that we have Kirlia sitting, let's take a look at the final evolution, Gardevoir. So finally, we have Gardevoir. Remember what I said about thinking if Ralts only knew Growl and I had to babysit it, the evolution must be good? Well, I wasn't disappointed. Gardevoir was everything I was hoping for. It was cool to see a Pokemon you nurtured to grow up and be so strong. And the Pokédex also shows that Gardevoir returns that because it will fiercely protect its trainer. Mine became a staple in my Battle Tower team. I ran Calm Mind, Psychic, Thunderbolt, and Shadow Ball. With everything combined, Gardevoir became one of my favorites of the 3rd generation and joined a group of Pokemon that I always take with me to each generation, along with others like Charizard and Umbreon. Let's take a look at the plush. So starting off with Gardevoir's head, we can see the eyes are just like Kirlia's. They're embroidered here. Now, I'm not sure if Gardevoir is supposed to be smiling, you can see here, or if it's supposed to be a neutral expression, kind of like how the models have it. But you can see here that the embroidering from mine kind of got pushed in, so I'm honestly not sure if Gardevoir is supposed to be smiling or not. Anyways, we have the horns here on the side. This looks like some felt. There's the other side. And the hairstyle goes all the way around. And you have sewn in lines that show the lines in the hairdo, just like in the design. You can see this going all the way around. Now, Gardevoir's arms are kind of like Kirlia's. There's some stuffing here in the forearm area, but nothing really here on the upper arms. And then we have the fingers here. They're just sewn. They have to have the lines sewn in for the fingers. They're not separate pieces. This arm over here is sewn a little bit lower, so it looks kind of awkward. This arm is a little better though. Now for the body, we have the horn that protrudes out through the chest. Now the body is a combination of white and green, just like the design of the plush. There is stuffing up here. It's pretty dense. I guess to hold up Gardevoir's head. And most of the beans are concentrated on the lower area right here in the backside for sitting. Now Gardevoir's dress is different than Kirlia's. There's a white layer here and then a green layer right here. And you can see that going all the way around. Kind of looks like flower petals. So there you go. And Gardevoir's legs are a lot like Kirlia's as well. They're white instead of green, though. And they are pretty skinny, but they do seem to have some stuffing in here. Let's see. Now, for the tags, here is the front tag. Sitting Cuties Gardevoir. And then we have the 3 tags right here. Now, for sitting, Gardevoir actually sits down pretty well. All you have to do is just sit her like that. It's just like Ralts. And I guess it's also because the dress kind of supports her there. So there we go. The only thing is that Gardevoir, I think it's because of the weight of the head, Gardevoir always kind of looks like it's looking down. But anyways, there we go. Well, that was our final evolution of the Ralts line, Gardevoir. So let's go ahead and let her sit back and relax. Well, this has been the Pokemon Center Ralts, Kirlia, and Gardevoir Sitting Cuties plushes. What do you guys think of these 3 plushes, and which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments section below. If you are interested in adding them to your collection, I'll put the link to Pokemon Center in the description. At the time of filming, they are going for $10.99 each. Well, that's all we have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, rate, subscribe, and don't stop playing.